I think we're going. Yeah, we're going. Hello everyone, I'm Mind Phoenix and welcome to 7 Days to Die, episode 4, preparing for day 14, which is approaching. I'm on day 12 at the moment, and yeah, probably do like a day or maybe sort of just the morning of day 14. I don't think we'll get to a horde night today, but what have I been doing? Well, I've been skilling up, basically. In fact, do I have any skills that I can use? No. I've been putting points into perception to bump up all these things like Lucky Looter, Treasure Hunter, Salvage Operations. You know, I've got the wrench and all that sort of thing. And I have been continuing to build on... In fact, I'm just going to stop here. I've got a pistol now. I've got a... I think this is the AK. Yeah, this is an AK. You know, I've been able to buy some weapons from the shop now. I need to get this because I need the iron, and it's a nice, easy way of doing so. So yeah, I was going to stream tomorrow, and maybe slam. I don't know. Who knows if it'll be 7 Days to Die, maybe something else. Possibly not, actually. The one that I'm sort of waiting on is... Oh, God, I can't remember the name of it. I can never remember the name of games these days. Before Human? Once Human. I think it's called Once Human. I played the demo of it at Next Fest, or during the Next Fest. And that kind of seemed kind of cool. Like a sort of post-apocalyptic kind of Control-esque sort of world with sort of... monsters in like fridges and all sorts of things. Really kind of cool. Survival, not horror. Survival creepy, I guess. You know, I quite like those sort of games that have a certain atmosphere to them, that are kind of like, this world is normal, but it's not. So, looking forward to seeing how that goes. It is free to play. So there'll be dragons, which is why I kind of wanted to talk about first Descendant, which I was playing some of that yesterday. But before I do all of that, I do want to just kind of get it out of the way. In the UK, tomorrow, we've got a general election. If you live in the UK, you've registered to vote, you're able to vote, 18 or over, don't forget your ID, go and vote, because if you don't want the Tories in, then we're going to have to, you know, obviously get them out. There is a site called Stop the Tories. If you're in a Conservative area, you can go on that to see who is your sort of best pick for tactical voting. Because although the polls say, oh yeah, you know, Labour's going to win, yeah, it's best not to just risk it. Just get on with it, basically. But anyway, that's kind of that bit out of the way. I tend to go quickly over those bits because last time I did a couple of Brexit videos, and it's like you get people come out and say, oh, but actually, you know, I know more about this than you. You should just keep on playing games. It's like, yeah, you've come to a gaming channel, and but with someone who just kind of talks their mind about the world for the most part. There's some things some topics I do avoid. There's a few topics I do avoid, but yeah, just thought I'd breeze through that bit because it is an important thing. But yeah, no, First Descendant. Actually, well, before I talk First Descendant, what was it that I was doing? I was getting here to do drawbridge. That's what I was doing. Drawbridge. I need one of these. I need springs, I need mechanical parts. I might need to go out on a little expedition if I've not got the stuff. I don't have the stuff to completely finish it off. So let me just finish this quickly. I just need to find a car, an intact car, and I can quickly grab those bits. But yeah, First Descendant, kind of an interesting game because it's free to play, kind of like... I kind of see it as a cross between Destiny and Warframe. South Korea, yeah, it's a South Korean game. And you go on the reviews and it's like, there are microtransactions in this game. It's like, no, really? It's a free-to-play game. Of course it's going to have microtransactions. And I went into it kind of looking for the shop. I wanted to see what the shop was like. But I also wanted to see what the gameplay was like, because that is kind of important, because it's a game. Actually, the gameplay is kind of cool. The gunplay is spot on. It's an Unreal 5 game anyway, so you could do kind of have some expectations going in. It looks good, runs well, and the gunplay is really solid. And the movement's kind of cool as well. And it's kind of, again, it's that Warframe-esque. So you research heroes that you can then play as. And it has the Warframe-esque, you've got your abilities that, and you've got then you've got your guns, and it doesn't really have the melee. Warframe's obviously a lot more melee focused. It doesn't really have that. It kind of has a sort of a stock, a stock hit type thing. You hit them with your gun type of thing. So it's not hugely melee focused. It is predominantly. At least what I've seen anyway, there might be some more melee-esque heroes, but yeah, kind of fun. It's something that I will definitely keep playing for a little bit, at least until Once Human releases next week, next Tuesday I believe. So that will be it's a good thing to sort of tide me over, because there's not a lot out that I want to play these days. The games that I play these days, Minecraft, a lot of. 7 Days to Die, fair amount of. It's actually a really nice streaming game, because I would normally do like Fallout 4. But the problem with Fallout 4 is that it is an absolute pain to sort of get running, especially if you've modded it a little bit. Sometimes it just refuses to launch, which is a bit frustrating, to say the least. Let's get this drawbridge going. They fixed that. It used to drive me mad. You track something, and then it's like, right, I want to build it, and it just stays up there, so you have to untrack it. Right, that'll be ready in 3 minutes. Is there anything else that I need from here? Well, actually, yes, there is, sort of. Well, apart from ammunition, but I don't think I can make any yet. So, might have the parts. Can I make gunpowder in here? Yes, I can. I need some bits. Just occurs to me, okay, so I've made the forge and I've also made the workbench. I don't know if I showed the workbench in the last video, but I did unlock that. Workbench is what you need desperately. The workbench allows you to craft an awful lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to craft just in your backpack. The backpack does let you craft a ridiculous amount of things, like I think it will actually, no, it won't let you make the drawbridge. You do require that, but it does allow you to make quite a lot of other stuff in here. I don't know if like the cement mixer, I mean it's locked, but I suspect that would need to be done in here. But yeah, so what's basically going to happen for this evening, it's day 12, so I've got a couple of days to work on my base. So over the night I'm just going to basically get on the bike, cycle over to the horde base and work on that. I've got the initial stages of the moat done, so it's 3 blocks out. It's actually going to be kind of interesting because there used to be a bug with the drawbridge. But I need the drawbridge because of the spikes, because then I can go up to 5 spikes, I think, around, and that would be rather useful, because these hordes do appear to be an awful lot nastier than in previous versions, as I discovered on day 7 when they tore through what I'd built and murdered me. Well, I was thinking, the entire sort of build up to the 7th horde night, I was like, oh, sorry, 7-day horde. I was like, oh, this will be easy, you know, it's only a 7-day horde. I got absolutely swarmed by zombies. I was only expecting a few, and evidently that's not the case anymore. Not that I mind at all, because this game should be difficult. Right. Okay, I do have that, and I do have some coal, I think. Be nice to get some gunpowder on, because I don't have any, and it would be useful to have. No, that one I need a chemistry station for. So I'll just cook it in here. So gunpowder, yeah, useful for mines and bullets. Obviously, I do need to make a lot of them. That can go, because I'm not really using arrows. That can go. Oh, keep that. Grabbed some forged steel from somewhere, from zombies actually. I think that was from. Let's scrap that. I can't put that on there. I've got that on there. Oh yeah, so I did get the burning shaft mod on my spear. So it sets enemies on fire, and it can be used as a light source. I also discovered that you can make legendary weapons. This wasn't found. I'd read somewhere in a post. Sorry, I just need to get some easy stone. There we go. I'd read somewhere in a post that you could actually craft legendary weapons and armor. That is a new thing for version 1. And I will call it version 1. People are saying, oh, and it's not version 1 because it's missing stuff. It's not missing anything. The game's functional. It's fine. If anything, I think it should have been out a lot earlier than this, but you know, whatever. There we go. Right, we've got everything we need for the moment. I'm going to turn that off for the moment. Grab the bike. I really do like that the nights are lighter, because this used to be really dark, like really dark, and you know, you'd be cycling around and fall into holes and all sorts of things. So I do prefer the lighter. You know, it's darker, but it's not so dark that you can't see. It's better for the nights to be lighter like this. And hey, it's better for the nights to be like this, and for the insides to be dark. Because when you're going into an inside, you know, that stuff should be dark. It should be creepy. It should be every you know. You check your corners, you make sure you don't have zombies hiding in a cupboard about to sneak up on you. Right, let's get the drawbridge up, because I need to put spikes in, and this will be an awful lot easier if I've just got an easy place to cross. It's huge. It's huge, and no, thankfully I've not built it in the wrong place. It was just looked a bit weird. Excellent, I now have a drawbridge, which is useful because that means the zombies I can fill that with spikes and not have to do a dodgy sort of thing. Plus, in the future, if I decide that I want to drop this moat down a few blocks, I've still got this here, so I can easily cross. There is a very good chance they're just going to smash it up though. So thankfully it's fairly cheap to replace, but it's fine. The other thing I can do is obviously I can reinforce these spikes with the iron that I picked up, which I will definitely do, especially around the drawbridge. Yeah, I mean, you know, I can see, you know, obviously night is bad. I don't think it's necessarily minority, unless it is a minority view. I don't know. It might be because people like to build at night, and it can be a real pain to build when it's really dark. I'm sort of more of a builder, I guess. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But yeah, you'll find that I'm very chill here. So it's just like if that's if that's the way you feel, then cool. I hope that maybe there's an option somewhere in I don't know if there is an option, but maybe there's an option somewhere that says, hey, maybe make it a bit darker at nights. I don't know. Anyway, I need to make more spikes. This needs to be filled with spikes before day 14. But it's a nice little, I've finished off the top as well. The trapdoors aren't all iron yet, but they will be before day 14. These are not finished. I need to get more wood because I've just used it all on spikes. But yeah, so that will be beefed up a bit, but that's just to stop the yeah, definitely having a few more options. Somebody online was complaining about having too many options. It's like actually what he was doing, so I saw this on the forums. So this person was complaining that when he respawned after dying, he was still injured. That is now an option in the things, and I think that could be quite cool for to do at some point for sort of a harder sort of if you're doing single day hordes, if you want it to be a little bit harder, to have when you respawn you're injured. That could be kind of interesting to do. But yeah, this person had turned that option on and then was complaining in the forums that he turned the option on and it was terrible. Actually, he was complaining that the option shouldn't have automatically turned itself on, when I think that it is not on. It is not on by default. Maybe he just got unlucky and got a build where it was. Who knows? But yeah. No, options are good, especially in a game like this. Because this is a 10-year-old game now. Everybody's played it a little bit differently depending on when they came into it. I remember when if you walked the wrong way from the start, you'd immediately die because you walked into a radiation zone and the game didn't tell you. Something that I've only just realised was happening when I was playing it. We rewatched my video and it's like, oh, that's what was going on. I didn't realise that's what was, I was probably just walking off the edge of the map. I love this game. It's ridiculous. This is also one of the few games where I play, it's, okay, again, 10-year-old game. It's in early access, technically, even though I feel like it should have come out of early access a fair time ago. Yeah, this game and Stationeers are the two games where when I die, I laugh. Because it's my fault I've died. It's not the game being weird. It's not, it's not the designer decided that the game needed to be impossibly hard in this location. It's, I did that. When did I stop playing? I don't know specifically, but I do know it was Alpha 3. I think it was pretty much when the game was released, because I also bought what was the game called? It was basically a game like this. Something's Dead State or something. I can't remember what it was called, but basically that game died off because they were using Unreal 3. They had a lot of issues with the game, and they managed to kill off their own game by trying to upgrade it to Unreal 4 to try and fix all the issues they were having, because they had a lot of really good ideas. But 7 Days to Die was the zombie survival game that it didn't overpromise, really. And I know people are saying, this thing isn't in the, everything that you need for this to be a fun, interesting zombie survival game is here. So yeah, I started playing this in Alpha 3 when it was in not great state, and I remember the reason I brought up the other game is because I remember playing the other game and thinking, oh yeah, this is really cool, they've got a lot of really good ideas here. And I remember playing 7 Days to Die and thinking, this game just isn't ready to be in early access yet. And it's kind of interesting when you look at the two. This game's coming out of early access next month. Damn zombies. There we go. So it's kind of interesting also to look at some of these early access games. The ones that work, it's just like, yeah, they wanted to make a good zombie survival game and it's taken them 10 years, but they're finally releasing it. And other games, it's like, we're going to create the best possible experience. We're going to have, you can build yourself your RV and... Oh yeah, DayZ, and I forgot about DayZ. Well, I think everybody's forgotten about DayZ at this point. I tried to play DayZ. I got bored. I mostly got bored because it's just like finding a weapon. Okay, I want to find a weapon. Where do I find a weapon? Well, there's this axe model here, but you can't pick it up because it's just an asset. What? It's ridiculous. Whereas 7 Days to Die, it's like, okay, what do I need? Well, I need weapons. Right, where do I find weapons? Well, I can try breaking into police cars, going down to the the shop that sells weapons, because it's a weapons shop. It's going to have weapons in it. It was a lot more logical. Whereas DayZ kind of, I felt, sort of hung the weapons on a bit of a, you might find weapons, but you're probably not going to find stuff where you might expect it to be. Rust, I've watched a lot of Rust videos, but I don't think it's really sort of the game for me. Mostly because you have to play with other people. You can, obviously you could probably start your own server and all that sort of thing, but it's one of those games which has obviously been designed really for multiple people. Whereas 7 Days to Die is like, yeah, this is just, it can be a solo experience. Or you can play with mates. No, I've played with mates. Mostly so that I can constantly troll them by, mostly American or Canadian, and they'd log off for the night, and when they get in there, the base has been painted entirely pink because I've managed to find a pot of paint and a paintbrush somewhere. And it's like, they knew whenever I put anything in a chest, because it would be a case of, right, who's put all this random stuff in the wood chest? It's like, totally not me. I totally didn't just use it as a dump chest. I'm not the most organised people in these games. Yeah, no, this game did keep evolving. I don't necessarily know if it was for the better, though. Some things I'm glad they got rid of. Like, the way that you used to get better weapons. The quality would go up to something like 300 or 600 or something along those lines. And the way that you got better ones was to just keep building new stuff. Which meant that you would have chests that were just full of axes, because you couldn't scrap them fast enough, because you had to keep making axes in order to get the good stuff. I didn't like that. I prefer the magazine system, but I'm still not a huge fan of it, because it blocks you from getting a workbench until you've found enough of those magazines, and that can be quite difficult. Even when you're looking in, all the cement mixers and workbenches and all that sort of thing, and you'll sometimes find them in the weirdest of locations. So it's that one is a bit of a tricky one. On some of the ideas were good, like hooking vehicles to skills, I think, was better than having it as a magazine. And the same with workbenches. I feel like workbenches could have been on a skill rather than on a magazine, because you'd get that just a little bit faster. Or they did have the idea of having it as a plan at one point. That was a better idea than just focusing it on magazines, because you could find the plan in the bookshop, because that's where you go to get all your stuff. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on all the on quite so much focus on the magazines. Right, it's 4 o'clock. The best things to do is probably to chop down more trees and do stuff until 6, and then go to the trader, because this needs to be done. Yeah, I'll do that. I would like to get a fire axe, because obviously this is a bit slow with the stone axe, but it's fine for now. I also got a whole load of this from a bundle. The trader has started to get better for me. I know the trader prices are a lot higher than they used to be, but I have been able to get a pistol. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but the problem with the food having a smell thing was that most people would then just put it into a chest and then be done with it. I think that was, and one of the things that I kind of wish they kept was the when the zombies died, they'd kind of create like meat piles basically, which would allow zombies to get over walls. That was kind of neat, but I think that was a bit of a performance hit, which is probably why it's not in the game anymore. I think I am glad they took out the food having smell thing. Just because you go off on a hunting trip, you don't necessarily want to be dealing with zombies all the time. I don't know. I have seen a few more wandering hordes, but then I always did see more wandering hordes, so I don't know if that's just me making too much noise. I don't know. But the horde knights are definitely much more active than they used to be, and I do like that. I think 7 days. Yeah, it does kind of go back to the whole. Yeah, maybe it could be an option, though. There may be some things that they may not want to support because it's too difficult to get right. Yeah. A lot of these things also, they're going to be a lot more CPU heavy, and Unity is a bit of a CPU hog already. It doesn't pass off as much to the GPU as Unreal does. So that's also a factor that we're kind of dealing with when they're kind of getting to release. They're also having to think about, well, what can we actually do in this engine? What can we support? And if something's just not working, then they might just feel that it's easier to take it out than to try and fix it. Which, yeah, I kind of agree with in a way. Sometimes, I used to do like map making, and I still kind of mess around in Unreal, and sometimes if something's not working, then sometimes the easiest thing to do is to just yank it out and see if you can come up with something better. Right, this should be a little bit harder for the zombies to cross now. They came from this direction before. They won't come from the same direction to start with. They kind of, at least going off Alpha 21 rules, they might come from this direction first, or maybe from here. I don't know, but we'll see. It's nice and fortified anyway now, which is better than it was. What I don't have is enough ammo. And this is purely I want to make my spike fields look nice, so I put these at an angle. I don't know if it matters. I don't think it does, but it looks nice, and that's the main thing. I think I'm going to cycle over to the trader now. I've been using Regt. He's, obviously the food guy, so I have not been having much time to deal with. I mostly buy the food at the moment, and I've unlocked Gen as well. I did find Gen down in the burning forest, whatever it's called, charred forest. I've not unlocked any of the other traders yet. I've mostly been focusing on one, with only really going over to Gen when I need something from there. I've been cycling in the wrong direction. I've got markers up, but I just, decided to go down to the lake for fun. I love the bikes. Adding the bicycle, I think, was one of their better ideas, weirdly. Yeah, other traders, I would normally have a few more traders, I think, by now. But because of how badly the 7-day horde went, I've been focusing a lot more on building the base. Than I might have gone to get the next trader, like try and find the ammo trader. But yeah, I've needed to build that base, and I'm very glad. Actually, I'm very glad I decided that yes, I would build a horde base this time rather than just use my house, because my house would have been torn to pieces by that horde. Right. Let's have a quick look to see if there's anything that I can afford. This is actually kind of a nice change. Oh, there's a crucible there for 1400. That would be useful. That's a long ways off yet, but that might be useful to keep in mind. Any jobs? Last time I did an infested clear, it took me down to one of those tiny campsites, and it was really easy. Because it was like 5 zombies, and that was apparently an infested clear. Let's do a faction clear. It's not that. No, not going to the bear den. I don't have the ammo for the bear den. Buried supplies. Yeah, why not? I did take treasure hunter, and I do have a better. Ooh, actually, I could get next level of treasure hunter. I think. So I've got a point to use. Where is it? There. Yeah. I'm going to take that. If I'm going to be doing a buried treasure one, then I'm going to take the perk to get me some better loot. It's kind of interesting, actually, when you think about the base building. I think is the only thing that's been a constant in this game. It's improved, and certainly we've now got more blocks to play with, but it's not really changed, I don't think. I think it's probably one of the few things in this game that hasn't changed. It was really nice when they added all the vehicles, and it was a lot better, as I said. The bicycle is a great first vehicle to use. It just gets you from one place to another a little bit quicker, and it gives you a tiny amount of storage, which is fine. It's not, it doesn't really do much for you, but it gets a little bit of the load off your back, and that's kind of what it's there for. I really do like the bike. Right. apparently, also, I've heard that, so this road supply is in the middle of the road, and normally you would have to go through the road. Apparently, yeah, it changes it to dirt, so you can dig a lot easier. That is a really nice quality of life change, because going through asphalt, especially if you are not particularly skilled up, is an absolute pain. So there's a nice little quality of life update that they've done. And it should be around here somewhere. It's only like 2 or 3 blocks down. Oh, that's a zombie that I didn't hear. Because that's an entire wandering horde that's just decided to descend on me. Right. Zombie dead. I'm a spear guy. Also being stabbed again. Just because the extra reach is nice. But the game does give you a fair amount of options for melee, which is also quite good. I've never got on with the sledgehammer, though I do occasionally keep one on me, just in case. Right. Where is... Oh, another one. I know that these ones do spawn them in, so I don't know what happened with the first one, because I think that may have actually been just an accidental wandering horde. Oh, that's a crawler. I hate these things. They've got so high health. Maybe not over that way. Maybe a bit more over this way. Really struggling to find this one this time. Usually nice and easy to find. I'll just keep digging. Unless I'm completely in the wrong place, which could be the reason. And poke this last guy. Alright, yeah, so it looks like I may be digging a little bit too far over that way. There it is. Right, oh, that got me a legendary module as well as some useful other bits. I will have a bit of a better look at that once I'm away from those zombies. You know, it's free XP, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to deal with the. Actually, another cool thing. I should redeem these. I like this. It's a much better way of doing. Oh, I've got more. Didn't know there were more. I do like these challenges. It's a nice guide to what the game is without sticking a tutorial in your face. It's a little bit more sort of in the background, but does sort of prod you towards different ideas, different solutions for things. You know, things that you may not know is in the game, because the game does not do a very good. It's not very good at explaining itself. and I do wonder how many people just didn't, they played a little bit of the game and then stopped. Because it is a game that once you push through its difficulty curve, it's really fun. And there's a few games out there like that. Stationeers as well. Stationeers is a game that punishes you all the time, but it's also really fun. But, it's very. I should stream some more Stationeers at some point. It is a very fun game. Right, I'm going to take the crafting magazine bundle. I don't want any of the rest of that. Let's see your inventory. I don't think I can sell much of this. Oh no, that is... Oh, it's an intellect mod. Keep that. This is kind of nice. A new edition for 1.0. You can fit one of these into your helmet, and it will gives you a little bit more of something. I've got the strength one, I believe, at the moment. Yeah, I've just got the strength mod. But I don't know if you can add multiple, probably, if you've got the slots for it. Right, that's some more stuff. Just have another quick look at inventory. I've got 2k. Oh, taking the forge ahead, and I'm taking. They have more books as well. Each trader does definitely have more of a selection of different books, which is also quite nice. Right, let's do another job. Fine, let's do the infested clear. Oh, working stiff tools as well. Where's that? Hold on. Where is that? Okay, so that is... We go up and then that way, maybe down and then up. I think maybe down and then up is probably going to be easier. I should have the ammo for that, because that's going to be an ammo clear. Where's my bike? It's over here. So sorry, where was I going? I was going straight ahead and then up at the first T-junction, possibly from there. I've not been to a city yet. I've not actually done that, so this will probably be my... I don't know if this is a city or if it's just like a small town. But, no, I've not braved going near a city yet, because I'm not... Could. Not not at this point. Not at day 13. That's not going to be a good move for a run. But yeah, I do need to start thinking about starting to loot cities, because that's where the books are going to be. And in this game, I think the books are probably the most important thing I can loot. Well, that and, food and water and ammunition and all the other things that you need in this game to keep yourself going. Right, so where are we going? Yeah, just keep going straight forwards. Apparently there are some rather sudden biome shifts. I saw one where it's just like, this is burnt forest going into the snow biome. And there's no real sort of difference between them. That is kind of entertaining, but yeah. Anyway, right, just keep going up here. I'm not very good with navigation ever, so I do have to check my map a lot. And it's terrifying when I have to play Minecraft without a mini-map, because I get lost a lot. Alright, so this is a small town. Don't think this is a city, right? Yeah, this is just a little town thingamajig. There is a lot of stuff I can loot, but not too worried about that at the moment, just because I want to get to the get to see what I've got myself in for with this thing. Benefits of doing infested clear, for those of you unaware, it's going to be more sort of zombies. Obviously, it's an infested area, but you do get that extra box. That is a good find. I knew it was around here somewhere. I wasn't entirely sure, but the way station's got two. It's got one police car, but it's got loads of really good stuff in it. So that's something to note for later on. And certainly, maybe this might be quite a nice place for another horde base. Yeah, I'm already thinking about having multiple horde bases, because why not? Mostly to be near the stuff that the looting spots. You know, having little outposts and the like scattered around. Right, working stiff tools. I do vaguely remember this POI, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I say this now. Right, kick in the door and let's get on with it. There's usually a guy there. Bit of a stutter while the zombies load in. That's a feral. That's a cop. And there's more around here somewhere, apparently. Right, well, let's just see which doors I can get into. This may not go well, actually. Oh, this is not good. Okay, well, that went horribly wrong. I'm going to use a first aid kit. I'm also going to use some honey. I'm going to use some water. I'll just use a stew. I've got a broken leg. No, it's not. It's a sprain. And I don't know what gets rid of sprains. Time. Great. Fine. Fair enough. Right. That went horribly wrong. And yet it's exactly what I expect from this game. Ooh, food. Ooh, magazine. We have in here. Certainly somewhere to come back to for the chrysanthemums and all that. There's a way through. May not be through here. Right, I need to get into there, which means I need to get up onto the roof. Around here, maybe? Probably. Yes, because everything's just spawned. Yeah, that's gone horribly wrong. Yeah, that's gone horribly wrong. Right, I am going to end here. Mostly so that I can run back and get my stuff and my bike, and that's going to be a little bit of a long run. So, oh wait, I can just spawn near my backpack. Never mind. If that was a long run, I would have probably just ended it there, but it's not, so yeah. I can still go and get that stuff. It's just this area won't be infested anymore. I won't get the reward from the guy, but I can still clear this out because I'm here. Why not? How do I get up? There. It must be a ladder or a bit of parkour, maybe? Oh, is it? Ah, no, it's around here, isn't it? Right. Find the pickup. Just quickly loot the pickup. Yes. Yeah. There we go. And there's a door here. Where does this go? To a handy office with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, so before I do another infestation, especially in a location like this, more bullets and probably better gun as well. Oh, vulture. Oh, gun has broken. Where have all these come from? Right. I will also go and do the airdrop as well after I've grabbed this bit of loot. Can I repair that? Yes, I can. What time for the machine gun to break? Right. So down there is trouble. Where's my gun? Oh, yeah. There it is. Let's see what we've got in these crates. And once I've done this, then I'll probably end for now. Right. This is going to end badly. Do I have anything I can just scrap? I can get more springs, that's not a problem. I can get more oak seeds, I don't need to carry that around me. May modify that. Oh, I can't do that. That would be nice, just to use that before I go into battle. Scrap that. Ooh, that was pressure plates. Excellent. Another book. Ooh, that's going to be actually going to be some quite useful stuff there. There's one here as well. And a forge ahead book. Not going to say no. Right, that's everything from there, so let's just see what happens when this is pulled up. Nothing, apparently. Excellent. Right. Apart from him. I'm fully loaded up with stuff, so that's the place I can come back and empty out, and I'll go and do that airdrop now. Where is it? It's over in this direction. Airdrops, I swear there used to be better stuff in airdrops, but I don't know. It can just feel a little bit weak, some of the stuff you get in there. Unless I get like a farming bundle. Farming bundles are good. I do like farming bundles because I do have a small farm at the house, and I do definitely want to get more into doing the farming. But that's probably going to need to be when I can actually build a sort of a custom base is what I'm thinking. Right. What on earth is that? Or is this a prison? Okay, this is the National Forestry Service base with the hopefully not got landmines outside, because that would be awkward. Oh no, it's got too used to other games to do that. Right, let me. Oh, I want to keep that mod. I don't need the plant fibers. I can get rid of the coal because I can get that from other places. I can leave the 44 because I'm not going to have a 44 pistol for a while, and I can leave the baked potato. That's fine. Got some okay stuff out of that, actually. It's not the end of the world. And got anything else? I can just scrap that because that will go into the brass pile. Then I can open these, get these books, open those and get these books. Spears I'm especially interested in because I use spears. And I think this is where I'm going to end for now. I've got a little bit of a cycle back to my base, and I definitely do want to get some better vehicles because I love the bicycle. It's a great starter, but big downside about it is the lack of storage space really in it. But anyway, I'm going to end here. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll see you next time.